Military service members make such a difference for our nation. Now Emory is making a difference for them. Matt, tell me, how did PTSD affect your relationship with your family?
It had gotten to the point where it was almost non-existent. I went several years without talking to my mom, talking to my brothers, mainly because I felt like I was too damaged to really deal with it, to be the, I felt like they thought I was the person that I was before combat, and I knew that wasn't the case, but I didn't feel like they knew it was the case.
How did you act towards other people?
I was very guarded. I didn't keep a real close circle of friends. Prior to treatment, there was probably only 5 phone numbers in my phone, and that was my mom, my brothers, and hers. And I would cut people off. It didn't matter what they had did, what they had said. If I felt like I was done with you, I'd walk away and you'd never hear from me again. And I had pretty much isolated myself to the point that I went to work and came home. And even when I was at home, I was in the bedroom. I'd eat dinner in the bedroom, everything. I would not leave. And I didn't realize, at that point that I had just literally just become a hermit. And it really took her kind of opening my eyes to that this isn't normal. People don't live this way.
So, Crystal, how did you get him to get help?
Looking over his shoulder every time we went in public. He's walking as fast as he can through the store, and I'm short. I've got little legs. I can't keep up with him. You got to slow down. So when I would notice that, he was doing these things, I would try to make him slow down and take his time and to stop doing those things. And it was pushing his boundaries a little bit. He didn't want to slow down. He wanted to get in and out as quick as possible. He didn't like being around people. And once I started pointing those things out and he started realizing, you're right, I've got to do this.
So how did you get to Emory, and why Emory?
Found the link online, just kind of Googling PTSD, and clicked the link and got a contact from the Emory Veterans Program. And it kind of went from there for my intake interview about a week after the contact. Once I did that intake interview, I came home, and even for a week after that, I actually second guessed as to whether I really wanted to pursue this and go through it. Going to treatment to me was probably the scariest thing. I'd much rather be shot at than go back through treatment again, because I was having to admit to a lot of things to myself that I never had to before, and kind of face demons that I had buried in the closet a long time ago.
How do you think it has changed your life?
Oh, it's completely given me my life back. Before, I didn't have friends. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't go anywhere or do anything. And like she said with the stores, I did not want contact with anybody. That was prior to treatment. Now, I'm out there doing it. I'm doing everything possible. I'm even got a huge promotion at work, and it is solely because of the treatment I received at Emory. And I honestly think if I hadn't had that treatment, I would probably either be divorced or dead at this point.
And how do you think it affects your boys?
Our boys they're loving it. My oldest is all about daddy. He loves spending time with him and being able to go out and do things. And that's wonderful for my kids, because I'd hate for them to just be out in public with mom and never get to do anything with dad and not know their real dad, the way that I do.
What would be your advice to veterans?
Don't wait. I waited almost 15 years, and there's no sense in waiting. The military teaches you don't go to a dock unless you're dying or dead. And they teach you how to fight. They teach you how to do everything, but they don't teach you how to take that uniform off and how to come back home. And that's what the Veterans Program does, is they teach you how to be yourself again and how to be a civilian again. And to kind of let that training go.
So what do they actually do in the program?
With the treatment program that they have, the way I can describe PTSD is a dirty closet. You don't want to deal with it, so you just shut the doors. They open those doors and force you to pull everything out and deal with each individual thing. And before you know it, your closet's clean and you can close that chapter of your life and move on.
So what do you want to say to Emory?
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah, because I'm alive today and we're together because of the treatment that I received there.
Some people stay away from help because they don't think they can afford it.
That was actually one of my first reservations when I found the link. Post 9/11 veterans receive free care through the Emory Veterans Program, and that is absolutely awesome because most veterans, especially post 9/11 veterans, we stay away from the VA because they're still of the mindset like the military has, and Emory Veterans Program welcomes you with open arms.